Have you ever felt your heart race? Your calm shattered by a sudden storm, a cutting remark, a plan gone awry, or a crisis that blindsided you? In a world swirling with chaos, it's all too easy to let these moments steal your peace, leaving you reeling in frustration or doubt. But what if you could stand firm, your mind an unshakable anchor, no matter the tempest? Welcome to Stoic Pulse, where the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus lights the path to serenity. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. This isn't about dodging life's challenges, it's about mastering your response, forging a tranquility that chaos cannot touch. In this video, we unveil 8 Stoic strategies to train your mind to remain calm in any situation, from fleeting annoyances to life's deepest trials. These aren't mere theories, they're practical tools to transform how you face the world, turning turmoil into strength. Imagine a life where a colleague's jab or a missed deadline can't rattle you, where your calm radiates, inspiring those around you. This journey, grounded in Stoic philosophy, begins now. Whether you're wrestling with anger or seeking unshakable focus, Stoic Pulse is your guide to mastering your mind. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's dive into these 8 lessons, each a step toward a life where you rise above chaos with clarity, courage, and composure. The storms will come, but your peace will endure. Strategy 1. Calmness is strength. Your Stoic journey begins with a spark of defiance against life's chaos, a quest to anchor your mind where storms rage. The first challenge is a lie we're told, that strength is loud, aggressive, a clenched fist, or a raised voice. In a world that celebrates the roar, our first strategy turns this on its head. Calmness is strength. Stoicism reveals that true power lies not in shouting back at the tempest, but in standing still, unshaken, your composure a silent force that disarms chaos. When provocations strike, a colleague's jab, a stranger's slight, calmness is your shield, your dignity a blade no anger can dull. Let's dive into a story that brings this to life, because it might mirror the battles you're ready to win with quiet might. Meet Tariq, a chef in a high-stakes restaurant where the kitchen hums with pressure. One hectic evening, as orders piled up, a co-worker, frayed by stress, shouted across the line, "You're slowing us down, Tariq." The words cut deep, the team's eyes on him, his pride stinging like a fresh burn. His pulse surged, the urge to snap back roaring in his chest. But Tariq, touched by Stoic wisdom, paused. He breathed, asking himself, "Will shouting prove my worth?" The answer was clear. He met his co-worker's glare with a steady nod, adjusted his pace, and delivered flawless dishes. The tension dissolved. Later, his co-worker apologized, and the team praised Tariq's cool head. His silence didn't erase the insult, but it forged respect, proving his strength lay not in words, but in control. Marcus Aurelius taught, just that you do the right thing, the rest doesn't matter. In the heat of conflict, when the world expects you to match anger with anger, calmness is a radical act. It's not passivity, it's a deliberate strategy, a choice to govern your emotions when others lose theirs. Think of a time someone provoked you, a friend's careless remark, a boss's unfair critique. Did lashing out win the day or deepen the rift? Stoicism shows that reacting in kind hands your power to the provocateur. But silence, calm, composed silence, takes it back. Tariq's restraint didn't just save the moment, it shifted how others saw him, his calm a beacon in the kitchen storm. This strength isn't born overnight, it's forged in practice. When a slight stings, pause for 3 seconds. Feel the anger rise, but ask, does this deserve my peace? If not, let it pass. Try this today. If a coworker interrupts rudely, don't snap. Smile, listen, respond with measured words. Write down one moment you chose calm, like offering a kind nod despite irritation. Picture yourself as a lighthouse, unmoved by crashing waves, its light steady. That's Stoic strength, quiet, resolute, commanding. Tariq couldn't control his co-worker's outburst, but he controlled his response, and that choice made him the victor, not the shouted words. Consider the alternative: a shouting match, a fractured team, a night lost to resentment. Calmness doesn't just protect you, it reshapes the world around you. Others, expecting fury, falter when met with composure, forced to face their own chaos. This is your power, to stand firm, to choose dignity over discord. Your stoic path is taking shape, each choice a brick in your fortress of calm. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the next strategy, because every moment you claim with composure builds a life where chaos has no hold. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's keep forging one steady step at a time toward a serenity that no storm can break. Strategy 2, don't get stuck in the past or future. Your Stoic journey has ignited a spark of strength, claiming calmness as a radiant power that silences chaos. But even the strongest fortress can falter when the mind wanders, snared by shadows of what was or fears of what might be. Our second strategy liberates you from this trap. Don't get stuck in the past or future. Stoicism teaches that peace lies in the present, the only moment you truly own. While life's storms, missed chances, looming worries pull you backward or forward, anchoring in the now is your rebellion against turmoil. By mastering this fleeting instant, you reclaim your mind, your calm, a steady flame no regret or anxiety can extinguish. Let's dive into a story that brings this to life, because it might echo the burdens you're ready to release. Meet Amina, a writer haunted by a rejected manuscript that once held her dreams. For months, she replayed the publisher's cold email, each word a knife to her confidence. At night, she lay awake, dreading future failures, her next story unwritten. Her mind was a battlefield, torn between past wounds and future fears, her creativity stifled. Then, inspired by Stoic wisdom, Amina paused. She asked, "Can I change yesterday's rejection or tomorrow's outcome?" The answer was no. She shifted focus to the present, pouring her heart into a new draft. Line by line, she rebuilt her voice, her focus sharpening. That manuscript became a bestseller, proof that the present, not the past or future, holds your power. Amina's calm didn't erase her rejection, but it freed her to create, her peace a triumph over time's grip. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Man lives only in the present, in this fleeting instant. Regret and worry are thieves, stealing the one moment you can shape. Think of a time you were trapped, replaying a harsh word you said, or fearing a job interview's outcome. Did dwelling there solve anything, or deepen your unrest?" Stoicism urges you to break this cycle, to see the past as gone, the future as unformed. Amina couldn't rewrite the publisher's email, but she could write her next sentence, and that choice transformed her path. The present is your canvas, every breath, every action, a stroke of mastery. Here's a practice to start. When regret or worry creeps in, pause, feel your breath, notice your surroundings, the hum of a fan, the weight of your chair. Ask, what can I do now? Try this today. If you're haunted by a past mistake, like a missed deadline, redirect to a present task, like organizing your desk. Write down one moment you stayed present, like savoring a sip of coffee. Picture your mind as a clear river, flowing freely, unblocked by yesterday's debris or tomorrow's fog. That's Stoic focus, vivid, grounded, alive. Amina's shift didn't undo her rejection, but it unleashed her potential, her present a beacon of creation. The alternative is a life half-lived, your energy drained by what you cannot control. Past regrets fester, future fears paralyze, and the present slips away. But when you anchor in the now, you act with clarity. Each moment a chance to build, to grow, to thrive. Your Stoic path is gaining clarity, each strategy a step toward mastery. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the next lesson, because every present moment you claim strengthens your serenity. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's keep forging one mindful breath at a time toward a life where neither past nor future can steal your peace. The storms may howl, but your focus will shine. Strategy 3, losing control is a choice. Your Stoic journey is forging a blazing path. You've claimed calmness is strength, a quiet force that outshines chaos, and rooted yourself in the present where true power lies. Yet life's provocations, a sharp insult, a sudden setback, can spark emotions that threaten to unravel your peace, tempting you to believe they rule you. Our third strategy shatters this illusion. Losing control is a choice. Stoicism teaches that no external event can force your reaction. Your emotions are yours to command. By pausing to choose calm, you reclaim your mind, your dignity, a fortress no outburst can breach. Let's dive into a story that brings this to life, because it might echo the moments you're ready to master with unwavering resolve. Meet Malik, a barista at a bustling cafe, where the morning rush tests every nerve. One day, a customer, irate over a delayed order, leaned over the counter and snapped, "You're useless! Get it right!" The words stung, a public jab in front of a line of onlookers. Malik's heart pounded, his fists tightening, the urge to retort burning within. But guided by Stoic wisdom, he paused. He asked himself, "Will anger fix this or steal my peace?" The answer was clear. He took a slow breath, met the customer's glare with steady eyes, and said calmly, "I'm sorry for the wait. Let me make this right." He remade the order swiftly, his composure intact. The customer, disarmed, mumbled thanks and left. Malik's calm didn't erase the insult, but it preserved his dignity, earning nods from colleagues and quiet respect from the crowd. Epictetus taught, "It is not enough to be hit or insulted to be harmed. You must believe that you are being harmed. No one can make you lose control unless you hand them the reins." Think of a time you snapped, a sibling's taunt, a co-worker's oversight. Did your outburst solve the issue or deepen your regret? Stoicism reveals that anger, fear, or panic are not inevitable. They're choices you can reject. Malik couldn't silence the customer's rage, but he chose not to fuel it, and that choice kept him in command, his calm a shield against chaos. This mastery demands practice, a daily forge of choice. When provocation strikes, pause for 5 seconds. Feel the emotion rise, anger, hurt, but ask, will reacting this way serve me? If not, let it pass. Try this today. If a friend's careless comment stings, don't lash out, smile, ask a question, or stay silent. Write down one moment you chose calm, like listening patiently despite irritation. Picture yourself as a captain steering through a storm, hands steady on the wheel, unmoved by crashing waves. That's Stoic agency, deliberate, powerful, serene. Malik's pause didn't change the customer's words, but it changed the moment, his composure a quiet victory that echoed beyond the counter. The alternative is surrender, a flare of anger, a rash word, a day lost to turmoil. When you react without choice, you give power to the provocateur, letting their chaos dictate your peace. But when you pause, you reclaim that power, your calm a rebellion against the storm. Your Stoic path is growing stronger, each strategy a spark of mastery. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the next lesson, because every choice to stay composed builds your fortress against chaos. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's keep forging, one deliberate step at a time, toward a life where no insult or crisis can steal your calm. The world may provoke, but your choice will prevail. Strategy 4. Control your mind. Your Stoic journey is carving a radiant path. You've claimed calmness as your strength, rooted yourself in the present, and declared that losing control is a choice you refuse. Yet within the fortress of your mind, thoughts can surge like wild currents. Anger, fear, doubt, threatening to sweep you into chaos. Our fourth strategy is your anchor. Control your mind. Stoicism teaches that your thoughts are not your master, you are theirs. By observing and directing your inner world, you can choose responses that preserve your peace, your clarity, a flame no storm can snuff out. Let's dive into a story that brings this to life, because it might mirror the mental battles you're ready to conquer with iron discipline. Meet Sana, a nurse in a hectic emergency room where every second pulses with urgency. One night, a patient's family, frantic with worry, lashed out, shouting, "You're not doing enough!" Their words pierced like shards, Sana's exhaustion flaring into a spark of anger. Her mind raced, defend herself, snap back, prove her effort. But touched by Stoic wisdom, she paused. She stepped back, as if watching her thoughts from a distance, and asked, "Will reacting in anger help them, or me?" The answer was no. She took a deep breath, her gaze softening, and said, "I hear your fear. Let's talk about your loved one's care." Her calm shifted the room. The family softened, and they worked together. Sana's control didn't erase their outburst, but it preserved her clarity, turning a clash into compassion. Epictetus taught, "We suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them." Your mind shapes your reality. Call an event an insult, and you feel pain. See it as a fleeting opinion, and it passes like smoke. Think of a time your thoughts betrayed you, a colleague's critique spiraling into self-doubt, a delayed project igniting panic. Did those thoughts serve you or chain you? Stoicism urges you to stand as a sentinel over your mind, observing emotions without bowing to them. Sana couldn't stop the family's anger, but she mastered her thoughts, choosing empathy over defensiveness, her calm a bridge across chaos. This discipline is forged in practice, a daily act of sovereignty. When a negative thought arises, anger at a friend's slight, worry over a deadline, pause for 5 seconds. Notice the thought, but don't let it rule. Ask, is this thought true? Does it help me? If not, redirect to action. Try this today. If a rude email sparks outrage, don't fire back. Step away, breathe, draft a measured reply. Write down one moment you tamed a thought, like reframing a failure as a lesson. Picture your mind as a clear sky, clouds of anger or fear drifting by, leaving no trace. That's Stoic mastery, lucid, deliberate, free. Sana's pause didn't change the family's words, but it changed her response. Her control, a quiet victory in the ER's storm. The alternative is a mind adrift, where every slight festers, every worry consumes. Unchecked thoughts breed impulsive reactions, snapped words, regretted choices that deepen chaos. But when you control your mind, you choose your path, your peace unyielding. Your Stoic journey is burning brighter, each strategy a spark of dominion. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the next lesson, because every thought you master strengthens your serenity. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's keep forging, one disciplined choice at a time, toward a life where no thought can sway your calm. The world may provoke, but your mind will prevail. Strategy 5. Anger doesn't solve problems. Your Stoic journey is forging a radiant fortress. You've claimed calmness is strength, rooted yourself in the present, chosen control over chaos, and tamed your thoughts to stand firm against turmoil. Yet in the heat of life's provocations, a reckless act, a biting word, anger can flare like wildfire, tempting you to believe it's your ally. Our fifth strategy extinguishes this myth. Anger doesn't solve problems. Stoicism teaches that anger clouds your clarity, fueling chaos where calm could reign. By pausing to question its worth, you preserve your peace, your composure, a sword that cuts through conflict without a spark. Let's dive into a story that brings this to life, because it might echo the flames you're ready to douse with serene resolve. Meet Omar, a courier navigating the city's frenetic streets. One rainy afternoon, a pedestrian darted across his path, forcing him to slam on his brakes, his delivery van skidding. The pedestrian, unfazed, shouted, "Watch where you're going." Omar's blood boiled, a surge of injustice flooding his chest. His hands gripped the wheel, the urge to yell back scorching his throat. But guided by Stoic wisdom, he paused. He took a slow breath and asked, "Will anger fix this moment or steal my focus?" The answer was clear. He nodded, adjusted his route, and drove on, his mind steady. Later, a colleague praised his calm under pressure, noting how his focus kept deliveries on track. Omar's restraint didn't undo the pedestrian's recklessness, but it saved his day, his peace a quiet triumph over rage. Seneca taught, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Anger feels like strength, a righteous blaze against wrong, but it's a false fire, burning your clarity and handing control to the provocateur. Think of a time anger gripped you, a friend's betrayal, a delayed flight. Did shouting or fuming resolve it or deepen your turmoil? Stoicism reveals anger as a signal, not a solution. It flags hurt or injustice, but demands reflection, not explosion. Omar couldn't control the pedestrian's actions, but he controlled his response, choosing focus over fury, his calm a shield that kept chaos at bay. This mastery requires daily forging, a discipline of pause and purpose. When anger sparks, halt for 5 seconds. Feel its heat, but ask, "Is this worth my peace?" If not, redirect your energy. Try this today. If a co-worker's snub ignites rage, don't snap. Breathe, then address it calmly or let it pass. Write down one moment you tamed anger, like offering a kind word despite irritation. Picture yourself as a still lake, ripples of anger fading without disturbing your depths. That's Stoic clarity, resolute, unyielding, serene. Omar's pause didn't change the pedestrian's shout, but it preserved his focus, his calm a beacon in the city storm. The alternative is a blaze that consumes, a rash outburst, a fractured connection, a day lost to resentment. Anger escalates chaos, turning fleeting slights into lasting wounds. But when you choose calm, you reclaim your power, your peace a rebellion against the fire. Your Stoic path is glowing brighter, each strategy a pillar of mastery. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the next lesson, because every anger you release strengthens your serenity. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and let's keep forging, one steady breath at a time, toward a life where no provocation can ignite your calm. The world may flare, but your peace will endure. Strategy 6, don't let circumstances define you. Your Stoic journey is blazing a path of unyielding strength. You've claimed calmness as your power, rooted yourself in the present, chosen control over chaos, mastered your thoughts, and doused the flames of anger with serene resolve. Yet life's tempests often whisper a darker lie, that your circumstances, your hardships, or your origins dictate who you are. Our sixth strategy shatters this illusion. Don't let circumstances define you. Stoicism teaches that your identity is forged not by what happens to you, but by how you respond. In the face of adversity, poverty, rejection, or doubt, your choices sculpt your destiny. Your resilience, a beacon no storm can dim. Let's dive into a story that brings this to life, because it might echo the chains you're ready to break with defiant purpose. Meet Lila, born into a struggling family in a neighborhood where dreams seemed doomed to fade. From childhood, she heard whispers, "You'll never rise above this." Teachers overlooked her, peers scoffed at her ambitions, and poverty's weight pressed hard. Lila's heart ached, the temptation to believe her fate was sealed, gnawing at her spirit. But touched by Stoic wisdom, she paused. She asked, "Do these conditions own me, or do I define myself?" The answer sparked a fire. She studied by candlelight, earned scholarships, and worked tirelessly, becoming a lawyer who now defends the voiceless. Lila's circumstances didn't vanish, but her response redefined her resilience a triumph over society's script. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The world may label you too poor, too young, too broken, but those are mere shadows unless you let them solidify. Think of a time you felt trapped by circumstance, a job loss branding you a failure, a background casting you as unworthy. Did accepting that label lift you or bind you? Stoicism declares that your response, not your situation, shapes your essence. Lila couldn't erase her poverty, but she refused its limits, her choices carving a path where others saw walls, her identity a masterpiece of will. This truth demands action, a daily forging of self. When circumstances weigh heavy, pause. Ask, does this define me, or can I choose who I am? Reject external verdicts, society's doubts, a boss's dismissal, and act with purpose. Try this today. If a setback, like a failed project, whispers you're not enough, counter it with effort. Revise, learn, persist. Write down one moment you defied a label, like pursuing a goal despite skepticism. Picture yourself as a sculptor, chiseling your identity from raw stone, each choice shaping a form no circumstance can dictate. That's Stoic freedom. Bold, deliberate, radiant. Lila's journey didn't erase her struggles, but it proved her power, her response a blazing testament to self-definition. The alternative is surrender, accepting the world's limits, letting hardship write your story. A life defined by circumstances breeds resentment, each obstacle a chain. But when you choose your response, you author your narrative, your resilience a rebellion against fate. Your Stoic path is soaring higher, each strategy a pillar of your fortress. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the next lesson, because every choice to define yourself strengthens your mastery. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's keep forging, one defiant step at a time, toward a life where no hardship can claim your soul. The world may impose its labels, but your response will carve your truth. Strategy 7. Life is chaotic, but calmness lies within. Your Stoic journey is a blazing forge. You've wielded calmness as strength, anchored in the present, chosen control over chaos, tamed your thoughts, doused anger's flames, and defined yourself beyond circumstances. Yet life's chaos, unpredictable, relentless, swirls like a storm, threatening to pull you into its vortex with every unexpected blow. Our 7th strategy is your unshakable refuge. Life is chaotic, but calmness lies within. Stoicism teaches that while the world may rage, your mind is a sanctuary, your inner peace a fortress no turmoil can storm. By choosing calm amidst the whirlwind, you claim victory, your serenity a radiant force that transforms chaos into clarity. Let's dive into a story that brings this to life, because it might mirror the tempests you're ready to face with steadfast resolve. Meet Kofi, a teacher in a vibrant but demanding school. One evening during a parent-teacher meeting, A parent, frustrated by their child's grades, erupted, accusing Kofi of neglect in front of colleagues. The room tensed, eyes darting to Kofi, the air thick with conflict. His heart raced, the instinct to defend himself surging like a tide. But guided by Stoic wisdom, Kofi paused. He took a deep breath, grounding himself, and asked, "Will arguing restore calm or deepen the storm?" The answer was clear. He met the parent's anger with steady eyes, saying softly, "Let's discuss how we can support your child." His silence disarmed the outburst. The parent calmed, and they crafted a plan together. Kofi's composure didn't erase the accusation, but it preserved his peace, his calm a beacon that steadied the room. Marcus Aurelius taught, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Chaos is life's pulse, delays, disputes, betrayals, but your response is your dominion. Think of a time chaos struck, a canceled event, a heated argument. Did reacting with panic or anger quell the storm or fuel it? Stoicism reveals that external chaos only disrupts you if you let it breach your inner calm. Kofi couldn't silence the parent's frustration, but he chose not to mirror it. His serenity a shield that turned conflict into collaboration, his mind a haven amidst the fray. This refuge is built through practice, a daily act of grounding. When chaos erupts, a missed deadline, a stranger's slight, pause for 5 seconds. Feel the tension, but ask, "Can I stay calm within?" Redirect to your breath, your focus, your purpose. Try this today. If a colleague's urgency sparks stress, don't rush, breathe, then respond with measured clarity. Write down one moment you found calm, like listening patiently in a tense call. Picture yourself as an oak, roots deep, unmoved by howling winds. That's Stoic resilience, steady, centered, alive. Kofi's pause didn't change the parent's words, but it changed the outcome. His calm a quiet victory in the meeting's storm. The alternative is to be swept away, a flare of panic, a sharp retort, a day lost to turmoil. Letting chaos dictate your response surrenders your power, turning you into its pawn. But when you nurture inner calm, you stand as its master, your peace a rebellion against the storm. Your Stoic path is glowing stronger, each strategy a stone in your sanctuary. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the next lesson, because every moment of calm you claim fortifies your mastery. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's keep forging, one steady breath at a time, toward a life where no chaos can breach your calm. The world may roar, but your serenity will shine. Strategy 8. Life is unfair, but that doesn't matter. Your Stoic journey has forged an unbreakable core. You've wielded calmness as strength, anchored in the present, chosen control over chaos, tamed your thoughts, extinguished anger's blaze, defined yourself beyond circumstances, and found serenity within life's storms. Yet the world often deals a bitter truth. Unfairness strikes without warning, mocking your efforts with undeserved setbacks or betrayals. Our 8th strategy confronts this head-on. Life is unfair, but that doesn't matter. Stoicism teaches that injustice is as natural as rain, but your power lies in mastering your response, not cursing the skies. By focusing on what you can control, your actions, your growth, you rise above inequity, your resolve a flame no unfairness can dim. Let's dive into a story that brings this to life, because it might echo the injustices you're ready to transcend with unwavering focus. Meet Zara, a dedicated graphic designer at a competitive firm. She poured her heart into a major project, delivering stunning work that clients praised. But when promotion time came, a less diligent colleague, better at self-promotion, claimed the role. The sting was sharp. Zara's chest tightened, resentment simmering as colleagues offered pitying glances. She could have drowned in bitterness, railing against the unfairness. But touched by Stoic wisdom, she paused. She asked, "Will anger change this, or can I shape what's next?" The answer was clear. Zara enrolled in advanced design courses, honed her skills, and pitched bold ideas. Months later, a rival firm recruited her for a leadership role, her talent undeniable. Zara's calm didn't erase the injustice, but it fueled her ascent, her focus a triumph over life's inequities. Seneca taught, "Let us train our minds to desire what the situation demands." Unfairness, unearned losses, overlooked efforts is woven into life's fabric, but dwelling on it chains you to victimhood. Think of a time injustice struck, a co-worker's undue praise, a friend's betrayal. Did complaining shift the scales or deepen your unrest? Stoicism urges you to accept unfairness as a fact, not a sentence, and redirect energy to what you control. Zara couldn't undo her colleague's promotion, but she mastered her response, building skills that opened new doors, her growth a defiance of life's unjust hand. This mastery is forged in practice, a daily act of focus. When unfairness bites, pause for 5 seconds. Feel the sting, but ask, "Can I control this outcome or my reaction?" If anger won't help, pivot to action. Try this today. If a peer's undeserved reward sparks envy, don't stew. Learn a new skill, like coding or public speaking, to elevate your path. Write down one moment you chose growth over resentment, like studying after a rejection. Picture yourself as a river flowing past jagged rocks, unhindered by their edges. That's Stoic resilience. Focused, relentless, free. Zara's choice didn't change her firm's decision, but it reshaped her future, her focus a beacon in the shadow of unfairness. The alternative is a cycle of despair. Bitterness festers, energy drains, and unfairness becomes your master. But when you focus on self-mastery, you reclaim your power, your growth a rebellion against inequity. Your Stoic path is nearing its peak, each strategy a spark of dominion. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we unveil our final lesson, because every choice to rise above unfairness strengthens your mastery. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and let's keep forging, one resolute step at a time, toward a life where no injustice can dim your light. The world may deal uneven hands, but your response will shape your victory. Your Stoic journey has forged a radiant fortress, unyielding against life's chaos. Through 8 strategies, you've claimed calmness as strength, anchored in the present, chosen control, mastered thoughts, doused anger, defined yourself, found inner peace, and risen above unfairness. Each step, whether Tariq's silence, Amina's focus, or Zara's resilience, has sculpted you into a Stoic master, your mind a beacon no storm can dim. Epictetus reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. This is your victory, not a life without chaos, but one where chaos cannot sway you. Every pause, every choice has built a serenity that radiates strength, clarity, and purpose. Now carry this wisdom forward. When life's tempests strike, a cutting word, an unjust loss, return to these tools. Pause, breathe, choose calm, and act with resolve. You're not just surviving, you're thriving, a living testament to Stoicism's timeless truth. Your journey doesn't end here. It grows with every challenge you meet with composure. Stoic Pulse is your guide, a beacon for mastering life's chaos, with Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus as your allies. Join our community to deepen this path, because every lesson shared fuels your strength and inspires others. Subscribe to Stoic Pulse on YouTube, and let's continue forging serenity together. Click that button, join the pulse of Stoic wisdom, and never miss a strategy to elevate your life. Share your story in the comments. When did you choose calm over chaos? Your voice strengthens us all. The storms will come, but with Stoic pulse, your peace will endure, your mastery a legacy of resilience. Subscribe now and let's rise unshaken into the next chapter.